Next at 6 on 10 TV Eyewitness News.
You wish dinner a plea, is that correct?
Yes, I do. A plea of no contest.
8 words, an infamous legacy tonight. Team coverage of Governor Taft's sentence for not reporting gifts. We have the reaction and the possible fallout. 10 TV Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
From Central Ohio's news leader, this is WBNS 10 TV Eyewitness News.
I want to publicly apologize today to this court and to the people of Ohio.
The question now is, though, will they accept that apology? Governor Bob Taft becomes the first Ohio governor charged and convicted of a crime. The governor's punishment, $4,000 in fines.
Our Kevin Landers has reaction from voters, and Eve Mueller looks at the political fallout. But our team coverage of the governor begins with the sentencing and Ted Hart. Ted?
Angela, the governor says it was unintentional, a mistake, but a very costly one. $4,000 and a black eye for the family name.
All right, thank you very much, Ted. The people Governor Taft serves watch the sentencing and the apology on live TV. 10 TV Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Landers has their reaction. Kevin?
Well, we spoke to a cross-section of Democrats and Republicans. The majority were pretty cynical when it comes to trusting politicians.
But the governor's mistakes have opened a window of opportunity. Both Ted Strickland and Michael Coleman, the Democratic candidates for governor, agree. They also must have a solid plan for Ohio's future to capture voters' support. Eve Mueller, 10 TV Eyewitness News.
All right, Eve, thanks a lot. And we do want to take this story another step further. Among those speaking out, a man who knows firsthand what Governor Taft is feeling, his former chief of staff. He's 7 years in prison. Some rain and a few storms on the radar screen tonight. Mike Davis is tracking just where they are going.
And while
You're watching 10 TV Eyewitness News with Dave Kaylor, Angela Pace, Doppler 10 Chief Meteorologist Mike Davis, and Jeff Hogan with sports. 10 TV Eyewitness News will continue.
Okay.
Oh no, here comes a train. We're hearing train bells. We got to move over the cables here because our cables are on the track.
It was in Bucyrus, and the train was supposed to be there at 3:30, except it was 2 hours late and came at 5:30. And they had put the cables all the way across the track, and all of a sudden, oh my God.
well, how cool that you jumped right in there and helped move the cables.
So did about 75 other people pushing us all over the place.
Well, it's time now for Mike Davis. He's in the Doppler 10 Weather Center with the forecast, and that looked like a bright sunny day up there in Bucyrus.
That looked good. That is better than the headline 10 TV causes train wrecks. So it was good that you got the stuff off the track. Here's what radar shows tonight. We do have some showers out there, but they're mainly around us. We got some over in Licking County, parts of Coshocton County, Muskingum County as well. Isolated areas where the pockets of rain are heavy. And of course, the farmers market. And I looked back too with the help of Melissa Marsh. When Dave came here, August 18th, 1980, well, there's that. I was going to show you what the weather was like, but these are clips from way back when I sat down with you for the first time. That wasn't until 1987, actually.
You were skinny.
Thank you very much. My daughter said the same thing. This is where you're explaining that now we outnumbered the women 2-1. That's Christy Perry between us. They're standing out like a rose among thorns. I did have red hair in those days, as people are wont to point out, and I was 6 pounds lighter. So thank you so much. Dave, let's go back just one more time to that.
I was about 20 pounds lighter.
That graphic I had there. That was the high and low that day. It was 85 and 67, a day almost exactly like today, which was 86 and 67. And here's your forecast. You know, you're not going to spend all your time on the golf course, so I figure you're going to be on the hook, and plenty of sunny days for you, my friend.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you so much. Time to head over to the Buckeye practice field now.
And Jeff Hogan is here with the latest fun football camp. Hoagie.
Well, folks, we'll stick with the theme. When Dave Kaylor started here on 10 TV, August 18th, 1980, the Ohio State Buckeyes were the preseason #1 ranked team in the AP poll. 25 years later, OSU is being highly thought of once again. Sitting 9th in the coaches poll, OSU is poised to do Dave proud again. The offense is a little further along than usual right now. The All right, folks, Dave's other beloved team, the Cleveland Indians, split a doubleheader with the White Sox on this day in 1980. Joe Charbonneau went on to be named Rookie of the Year, and Dave used to do sports back in Lima. So, Dave, one last crack at it on me, buddy. Have at it.
All right, partner, they're up at the Jake today, and the Indians had a 5-game losing streak entering play this afternoon. Bottom of the third, Coco Crisp, take a look at this, winds his pitch down the left field line, scoring 2 runners and giving Cleveland a 3-2 lead. It was a big afternoon, though, for Johnny Peralta, who had 3 hits, including this 2-run shot in the 8th. The Indians get a 9-4 win and are 2.5 games back now in the wild card race. Jeff, how did the team from the South do?
Well, I'll tell you, Dave, I want you to know that I have valued your friendship over the mere 7.5 years that we have shared this desk together. I have the utmost respect for you personally and professionally. But I think I need to address the fans out there a little bit, and I'm going to stay serious with it, believe it or not.
Okay.
Because these people have watched you over the last 25 years, and getting their news from you, they should know at home that Dave is a little embarrassed by the whole thing that's going on here today, because he is an ordinary guy who just happens to be involved in an extraordinary profession that we all take part in. He's done it with accuracy and tenacity when it was needed. I think every single person in this station is better for having come in contact with Dave Kaylor. And, you know, your seat's going to be empty here in a few minutes. There'll be somebody ready to jump into it. There'll always be somebody ready to sit in that seat, but there will never be another Dave Kaylor, and we are proud to have known you for that. I know you see yourself as one person in the world, but you have meant the world to a lot of people out there.
Thank you.
And I think he's got a career as a sportscaster after that last little bit of TV he just did.
Don't quit yet.
Thanks, Hoagie. And don't go anywhere yet, because Dave's last minutes on this anchor desk are counting down. The final goodbyes to a Central Ohio legend coming up next. Don't go away.
I think I can make it. I just lost something. I lost my windscreen. Wait.
Now, why would you let somebody show that?
I don't know. That's not my decision. But we were measuring potholes that day. As you know, we have a tremendous problem of potholes in this city, year after year.
And you were adding to it.
That's true.
Well, you know, so many wonderful memories from 25 years of serving the community. And Dave, we have been on this desk together for a dozen years, seems like just yesterday. And we've seen so much happen during that time. We're going to take a look back now at the legacy that you leave here at 10 TV.
I'm Dave Kaylor. When you turn to 10 TV for Eyewitness News on August the 18th, you'll be seeing me at 7 and co-anchoring at 11 to Lou Forrest. Although you may not know me now, you'll still be getting the news that you expect from the #1 news team in Central Ohio.
And with that, Dave's television career began in Columbus, a career that would be filled with big stories and major moments. Dave's passion for politics would take him to political conventions.
And it's official now. Bob Dole is the presidential candidate for the Republican Party of the November election 1996. Hi, everyone. I'm Dave Kaylor in San Diego on the Republican National Convention floor.
He would interview future presidents.
Pretty happy. So what does George W. Bush have to offer the people of Central Ohio?
Well, and he would inform Central Ohio about historic events.
And this Sunday, the White House is promising a vigorous and successful defense in President Clinton's impeachment trial. Well, it is a done deal. George W. will serve as our next president, but those infamous Chads are back under scrutiny again.
It was a much different day here in Washington today as compared to the previous days. Certainly much more serene as the nation's government shut down on this National Day of Mourning for Ronald Reagan.
In 1995, Dave's career took him to Oklahoma City, where a terrorist bomb killed 168 people.
Physically, 14 buildings here in this area where I'm standing around the blast have been condemned.
And when he thought he had seen the worst attack on American soil, another happened in 2001. Dave covered 9/11 from the Pentagon.
During this national tragedy, we have seen a multitude of faces. Of course, in New York, we have seen the faces of panic. We have seen fear. We have seen sadness. In Washington, it's a little more subdued.
Dave was there for the 1987 funeral of legendary Buckeye football coach Woody Hayes.
Service. It was a beautiful, beautiful service, Dana. I don't think I've been impressed for a long, long time like I was impressed.
He was there for the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989.
the people continue to gather here at the Berlin Wall in front of the Brandenburg Gate. They want this section to come down.
And in 1998, he was there for an Ohio astronaut's return to space.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave Kaylor reporting live from Cape Canaveral. And just moments ago, the Space Shuttle Discovery crew, they came out of their quarters all suited up and got in the Astro launch van. This is the crew as it came out this morning, not more than 15 to 20 minutes ago. And as you can see there's Colonel John Glenn there on the right, second in the back.
Dave will remember all these stories for years to come, but it's his coverage of Ohio, his home state, that makes him the most proud.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dave Kaylor, and I'm on the Ohio River on the sternwheeler of the Valley Gem. And we're going to talk transportation tonight, land transportation over this river. Dana?
We're going up
10 TV's Heart of Ohio series was the first of its kind when it was launched in the late 80s. The team showcased towns all over the state in a live half-hour broadcast.
When we come back, stay with us live in the Heart of Ohio from Oxford. With the best damn band in the land, the Ohio State University Marching Band.
It's no secret that Dave loves Ohio. That's why we will always remember this man who came from Upper Sandusky, replaced Oprah Winfrey at a TV station in Tennessee, and then took over the anchor desk for 10 TV Eyewitness News in Columbus.
Make it a good one. I'm out of here.
And those of us who are from Columbus grew up watching Dave. Yes, we did. Andrea and Jerry join us on the desk now. They wanted to say their own goodbyes to Dave. Andrea.
Oh, my friend, my partner for 12 years. You know, I wrote things a million times over. How do I communicate what you've meant to me? And I just couldn't write anything. So I just want to speak from the heart to you tonight and say, you are the consummate professional, an incredible journalist, a passionate man about the people and this state. And I am fortunate to have sat next to you for 12 years on the professional level, but I am lucky as all luck to have you as a friend.
Oh, thank you.
So I wish you many, many years of happiness and health and margaritas, my friend.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Jerry Bevish, your turn, sir.
I tell you, it's not easy, but Dave and I have witnessed a lot together over the past quarter century. We don't have time to go over it all here, but here's a sliver. We've seen the birth of personal computers, the internet and email, the creation of cell phones and digital cameras, airbags and ATMs, the space shuttle, hybrid cars, satellite TV, and e-tickets. Remember that massive explosion at the Georgia Pacific plant in South Columbus? We've seen the completion of the Outer Belts and the I-670 connector, the opening of City Center, Polaris, and Tuttle Malls, the closing of Northland. Red, White, and Boom, the influence of hip-hop. Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson to become the first and only heavyweight boxing champ of the world from Columbus. The hiring of Jim Tressel at OSU and the Buckeye National Championship that soon followed. The first Persian Gulf War, those September 11th terrorist attacks. And even today, the first Ohio governor to be convicted of a crime. I've enjoyed sharing this front row seat on history with Dave. It's created a bond between us that'll last the rest of our lives. So I say, thanks, friend.
Oh,
thanks.
Thank you so much, Jerry.
And now, Dave, the floor is yours.
It's mine. All right. Langela and Jerry and Andrea. 25 years ago tonight, I sat in this seat anchoring the 7 o'clock newscast that we had at that time and co-anchoring the 11 o'clock broadcast of Eyewitness News, the 11 p.m. cast. A lot of newscast changes and stories have passed over the airways since then. Well, back in June, I told you that on August the 18th I would be stepping down from my anchoring and reporting duties here at 10 TV. That date has arrived. Since I made that announcement, I have received so many wonderful cards and letters and emails and telephone messages. It has been quite overwhelming, to say the least, but I thank you all ever so much. You know, no matter how you cut it, news is people on both sides of the camera. It's us who report and present the news on this side, and it's you, the viewers, and the newsmakers out there on the other side. And regardless of what they say, all the technology in the world can't erase that fact. News is people. Therefore, to you now on the other side, I want to say what a privilege it has been to serve you, the people of Columbus, Ohio, and Central Ohio as well over the years. And I'm saying that really on behalf of all of us here at 10 TV Eyewitness News, because in my mind, we come as a package deal. I hope over the years I have been a credit to you, my profession, my employer, and above all, my family. I've been very fortunate and blessed to travel down this road over the years. Thank you all so very much, and thank you for your loyalty. And with that, thank you for having us in for news. Make it a good one. Take care.
Goal.
All the best.
Cheers.
To your health.
Have any music in the background?
They should be playing the Ohio State.
Yeah.
David.